Lord Ahriman, and you are listening to That Drummer Guy.
Hey everybody, this is that drummer guy Josh Runquist, and I'm here with Ahriman from Dark Funeral, who's going to be playing here tonight with Morbid Angel and Grave. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. How's the tour been so far?
Yeah, it's been generally pretty good. It's been a couple of shows where it haven't been that much people, but everybody have been really, into all bands really, so it's been good.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, because it is kind of a diverse kind of lineup with death metal and black metal. It's good to see that it's been going over well.
Oh, I prefer it that way, to be honest.
Well, I do too, because hearing only like one genre of music and at a concert, I mean, as cool as that is, sometimes it becomes a little overbearing. Like, you want to hear a little diversity.
Yeah, that's what we've always been striving for when we put together tours ourselves. But most of the time, actually, it's the promoter and agencies. They're like, "Oh, we want to have a strict metal bill or this metal bill and stuff like that." And I always try to get the mix, but it's tough. It's difficult sometimes. When you have so many business people going against you.
Oh, very true.
But this time we managed to, with Morbid Angel, we managed to put a great bill together, and that's, couldn't be happier.
Oh, same here. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing all three of the bands tonight.
Okay.
As good as St. Paul is for getting shows, sometimes we don't get a lot of bills, so being able to see all three of you guys at once, I mean, that's awesome to me.
Cool.
So how's the material been going over live? Like when you're playing with death metal bands, death metal fans, hearing your stuff?
Actually, there's been... We always do a quick meet and greet after the gig, by the merch table, and the reaction from which have been really fucking overwhelming is there's so many people never heard of us before, who are strictly Morbid Angel fans. They've been totally blown away by our show, and they're so happy to finally been able to see us and discover us, a new band like us, even though we've been around for 20 years. But we reached lots of new people on this tour, and that's one of the biggest thing you can when you're on tour. It's of course a cool tour to play for your loyal fans, but to reach out to new crowd is really rewarding. Then you feel like you've done something right.
Very true.
Especially for people who are never looked at black metal before, and just this it. And but yeah, as I said, it's been every day I hear fuck man, so glad to been able to discover you.
Oh, very true.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a fan myself since 2006 when I discovered you guys, and I'm so glad that I know you've been here several times since then, but this is the first time I've actually been able to actually hear you guys in a few hours.
Okay, cool.
So, is there any plans on any new material in 2013?
Yes. That's we just need to skip this touring, stop this touring cycle. That's just been, new days have just been added, and just kept going. I mean, it's been so many good offers coming up, so we just fucking went for it. But of course, that makes us not be able to work on a new record as much as we would need to. But at the same time, I'm glad we are able to to show before this year is over, we're gonna have been pretty much all over the world with a new lineup in just 1 year. That's quite fucking insane.
Oh yes.
And I'm glad we've been able to really do this to show the new lineup, the capacity live, and that's gonna make at least many of those who obviously still miss Caligula, the doubter, to prove them wrong. But when we eventually come with a new album, it's gonna fucking kick ass.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So, with the new album, I'm assuming you've already got some riffs in mind. Are you going to keep going in the direction that you have been, or are you going to be trying some new things out?
It's going to be... It's really hard to say until everything is in place. But I've been working on some more, rhythmic stuff. Some really weird things that we really haven't done before, but you would still hear it's me behind the guitar. But on the last record I tried to put in more new things, but always keep the core of our music, but still try to bring in a little bit new things. Then I said the rhythmic part is something I really want to work on the next record, and I have some really wicked ideas already, which I find really interesting musically.
Oh, very cool. And speaking of that, has there been any bands in the last few years that you've discovered that you like to hear?
Not really.
Not really?
Well, I've been listening to. I haven't really been listening to many new bands. I listen to bands I've always been listening to, I guess. It is, some bands that have really, that I've been listening to for a long time. It's, older bands that really put up great albums the last couple of years. It's obviously Meshuggah and Testament. It's two bands they blow me away, with the new stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So in 2013, after you are done making the album and you go on the next touring cycle, who would you like to bring with you on tour?
I haven't really thought about it yet. It depends. I mean, I enjoy being, trying to do co-headlining tour, because it's nowadays, I think you can ask any, pre or normal headliner band that it's really tough to go out and bring a whole bill, by yourself nowadays. So I think it's strong. That's why you see, there's always strong, several big names in every tour, and I guess the crowd like it that way now. That's where you got to work. But we talked, to several bands. I mean, good to go out with Behemoth would be cool, because they are good friends of us. Cannibal Corpse always cool. I would love to, do another tour with Morbid Angel or Grave, because we get along real well, and I think they are very good band. I enjoy listening, to be on tour and actually enjoy listening to the bands you're touring with every day. That's a good sign.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. You want to be able to tour with bands that you can get along with and enjoy the music.
Exactly. And this tour I really do that.
Oh, very much so. Yes. So is there anything else that you'd like to say that I haven't brought up yet?
Well, just expect, we got 20 years anniversary next year. There's going to be lots of special things happening. Hopefully we can bring some of that special plans to the States too. I haven't really talked about it yet, but I've thought about it the last couple of days, and we need to fucking do some special shows here in the States also, I think, not only Europe. So that's something I'm going to work on. And, we're planning a single and obviously a new full-length album. So it's going to be a busy year next year. Lots of things to happen. So make sure to keep an eye on our website and see what's going on.
Oh, very cool. And hopefully that hits here next year. I'd love to see that happen.
As I said, the good thing is we got Central Media backing us up now, and they are strong here in the States too. So far we only started making plans for Europe, but we're gonna meet them up. I think we're gonna meet them when we hit California. So I'm gonna bring up that we really need to try and bring all those special plans also, at least in a smaller scale or whatever, to the States also, because there's some really cool things we're gonna do in Europe, and I'd like to bring that to the US crowd too.
Oh, very cool. Now I'm looking forward to hearing everything that you have going on in 2013.
Cool, man.
Once again, make sure to check out Dark Funeral, who's on tour with Morbid Angel and Grave. This is that drummer guy, Josh Runquist. Thank you.
Thank you. This is Lord Ahriman, and you are listening to That Drummer Guy.